The man suddenly thrust both hands into the sand, chanting a spell under his breath. With a surge of force, his hands pushed forward, releasing an overwhelming power that rippled across the entire beach. The sand transformed into mighty warhorses, charging toward the sea with a deafening roar. As the man saw this, he immediately pulled the reins, and the horses effortlessly leapt over the battleships. The tilted ships were instantly righted, leaving everyone around in stunned silence. This man was one of the few remaining wizards in the world today. At that moment, the world was in the midst of a war, and the man was fortunate enough to be chosen by the count. Soon, the general found the man and asked him to help repel the enemy. Jack, eager to serve his country, readily accepted. After a brief farewell to his family, he set off for the front lines with his entourage. However, what Jack didn't expect was that upon arriving at the military camp after a long and arduous journey, he discovered that he was not well received by the soldiers. He was even seen as nothing more than an inconvenience. When he sought out the commander, hoping to contribute to the army, the commander treated him with indifference. His only purpose seemed to be reading letters from soldiers' families. Thanks to this task, Jack began to build some rapport with the soldiers. In casual conversations with them, he learned that because there were no roads on the mountain, many soldiers had their shoes worn down to the soles during the march. Determined to prove his worth, Jack suddenly came up with an idea. The next day, he brought his servant to the mountain. He picked up a stone and began chanting a spell from his magic book, but there was no response. Frustrated, Jack threw the stone down and turned to leave. Just then, the stone suddenly split in two, and the entire mountain shook. The two men turned back in astonishment as countless stones began to automatically gather, forming a path. Before they could fully comprehend what was happening, a road suitable for marching had been completed. Soon, the soldiers were marching down the newly formed, smooth road. Seeing Jack resolve such a major issue, the commander was deeply relieved and promptly appointed him as the strongest wizard. Impressed by Jack's immense power, the commander then issued a command to Jack.